PL pick is so weird, and his tight pick is also pretty weird. It doesn't complement their lineup as well as like another winning condition would have. I just think it's too greedy from Neon. I'm gonna go Galaxy. I think any lane really. Bottom is a lot of damage, top is a lot of damage. So wherever he chooses to go to. Actually going on a Sand King. He's out of mana. Sandstorm in one though.
Coffee finds a proc and Ryu. It's gonna make him work for it, but they've got a sentry available, and Ryu will get brought down. Yorkam, a great rotation here from the Tusker, is able to pick up first blood. Yeah. Yorkam has a potential level available. They saw him burrow, so this is a big opportunity now. And yeah, they're gonna go in for it. The recognition as this slight escape with the burrow strike on Ryu is now on cooldown, and Januel's TP is just a bit too late. So the tri-lane, for Galaxy Racer, they're gonna switch it up.
Yeah, it's a pretty big commitment too. They're now trying to go on Alacrity.
Oh, the arrow!
Good arrow.
They got the follow-up, they do, and the Earth Spike, and with the DD from Yopaj, there's going to be a lot of damage to the tower. There's no defense coming through from the mid lane.
Mid tower's gonna fall if they don't react.
This is a big tower. And Polo, I don't know if you want to posture like that versus Yopaj with a DD
One
and
hit could be all it takes.
traps on cooldown, unfortunately. He's going to try and cut through the trees, Yokam. Nice TP. And now with the shard block, maybe Yopaj has got a bit too far. He's trying to tank up the tower with the refraction, but now with the charges expire, and they can turn for Genuel as well. Alacrity's even going to drop the coil for this kill, but they're so happy with that. They dragged him off the tier 1, an incredible bait by Polo-san.
Yeah, sorry, but like TA could have easily gotten this tier 1 tower in the mid lane there. Smoking up right now. Got AO'd as well, it's a lot of damage.
Even Radiant smoking up. They just got the blink on Enryu, so they want to reveal it. They're sitting behind Alacrity at the moment. They're going to be careful who pops the smoke first as the blink in. Quick phase shift now with the Ravage straight on top of the Templar Assassin. They're going to try and prioritize Yopaj at the moment, but the damage, it's lacking as he gets another charge of the refraction, but the Cold Feet's going to proc, and now they can bring him down and follow up for more with a snowball straight on top of Januel. They got the numbers advantage, but CTM's looking to show up. The Diffuser Blade completed. They're looking to get active here with the Epicenter straight on top of Yokam, but again, the damage, it's not there.
Alive.
Mizu able to take that last little bit of damage so Yokam can get back to safety.
Yeah, as I said, if you have this Radiance plus BKB, it's gonna be very tough to fight for the Radiant, like, at all times, really. Because then the AC comes right after.
Polo.
Nice Shadow, but you're gone.
So he wasted the smoke, though. A support dying instead of In Your Dream. They're still actually going to commit forward. You've got to be careful. The Hex Alacrity. Can it get the jaunt away? Still doesn't have the levels, only 1 point in the phase shift, so unable to make it back to safety. Now, those 2 kills, I mean, you were fine with losing the AA. I don't know if you're fine with losing Yokam as well. Now, this is the feat that gets a little bit unnecessary here for Galaxy Racer.
Yeah. All comes down to that one little botched fight. You lose a tower, you lose 4 kills. That's all it takes sometimes. And they see the real peel, but he's very tanky. We spoke about it.
They have the T1 tower as well. They can TP in. They've got to drop everything to bring down the Phantom Lance. The Ravage still holding at the moment. So CTM, he can get off the doppel, but that's when Mizu will pull the trigger. He drops the Ravage and brings down CTM. Do you want Yopaj to take it or CTM?
Yeah, Yopaj for sure. Oh yeah, CTM is taking it. Nice.
For sure, for sure.
I guess they value the BKB survivability. TP top on the PL. He pushes out all the way to the tower, while they're just keeping the enemy jungle to themselves. Further accumulate that gold lead.
Oh, In Your Dream. Mass TPs.
Ooh, joke him again.
Just the classic support. Saving the life of In Your Dream.
Dead.
Are they actually coming over on Wall of Dire? Yokam, they'll eat the arrow on the Wraith King. Yokam's still not dead. Now with the Ice Blast to bring down the Sand King. He doesn't have a buyback. Yopaj going to TP in the outpost, but now with the Helmet, they're controlling up the Templar Assassin, but a quick BKB is going to allow him to get out of the coil. But now he's not right-clicking anyone with the BKB. Is down to the southern side underneath that tier 2 tower. Still, the rest of Galaxy Racer can bring down the duo support.
Yeah, no problemo. How close is he to his AC? Still a ways off. Another 1.5k needed for that.
Ryu, he's gonna get jumped mid. Can they bring it? Oh, yes, they can. They obliterate the Sand King. And Amarana as well just leaped out. Frame timing there of the coil, getting the connection before the leap charge to the break. Now, Januel is gonna run into the park, but the Hex, that's just more of a defensive one to getting back to safety. Is
he would just have to be careful in team fights that he doesn't get all his mana drained by the Phantom Lance. What is he going for? So he went for the Shard, he's going for the Octarine build. Okay.
Do you like this?
It's sort of what you have to do when you have a tier in your team already, unfortunately. That's why I said I don't really like the combo.
Tide Hunter going on a tide with Kraken Shell. It's very difficult to chain lock him down, but can he get back to safety? The team, Mizu protected up with the Glimmer Cape. They're still moving forward. Januel with the Earthspark Finger. A death that's not enough, but still Mizu's going to be careful because the illusions along with the Lance will bring him down. That's a very big pickoff, and now it looks like the rest of Neon want to try and use it to their advantage. Trying to force his buyback coming through, but the coil shot. They're going to be careful how deep they go, but the Tide, he doesn't want to buy back just yet. He's not forced it out. It's In Your Dream with the Wraith Fire Blast. They'll lock through the sinking. Now the buyback's going to come into play as Yopaj commits on the high ground with the BKB, but he's able to get the 4-star back to safety. It's a TP out. No, Yokam, he's just there. The Warrior's Punch stops the teleport to safety as Yopaj will fall. But can they catch more though? It's In Your Dream's able to. Can they find CTM? Mizu's still got the Ravage, able to charge it up. Phantom Lancer doppels down to the low ground.
I do have a balcony though, so Batman might come and attack me.
That wouldn't be the worst way to go. You okay, Cammy?
Nah. Dude, I would fight though. I would fight. I would beat him up.
You can take down Batman, you reckon? Black?
I don't know, but I wouldn't go down without trying. Oh, it's already up, huh? Yeah. Big problem. Who's gonna take the shot though? Zanky's shot is horrendous.
Did you give it to Xiao?
Lion? So TL's 25 is decent. Of course, the doppelganger cooldown is pretty good. What about Puck? Still quite far away from it.
Dire. Careful as Radiant smoked up. Enryu's gonna pop the smoke, but he gets the jump.
Going deep.
It's on In Your Dream. Now with a stun lock, they might be able to bring him down. They do. The tag team amplification is through the roof, but In Your Dream almost losing this first live Glimmer Cape with the side blade from Yopaj, able to find him through the invis. In Your Dream, so he gets a Blink Wave, but no, the Hex Puck! Your positioning! Brought down. Yes, he's got a buyback, but now with the rest of Galaxy Racer have to get back inside the base as they're going up against the Aegis and Cheese advantage that Neon have at the moment. The buyback from Alacrity forced out, but CTM playing around with the illusions inside the base. He's able to get the doppelganger down. No, he's actually still not on the low ground. CTM is looking to man fight. They've already popped the Ravage, and it gets nothing out of the side of here Galaxy Racer as they're forced further and further back. But now In Your Dream's got to jump straight on top of the Templar Assassin. They'll deal with the Aegis. The first life taken care of, but round two coming up shortly as they'll prioritize CTM. Alacrity doing an incredible job to target the real Phantom Lancer, and the Puck is able to secure the kill. But they're not done just yet as Galaxy Racer hunting outside the base. The stragglers for Neon are in trouble. Yopaj stunned up. He's got a little bit of help in the backup here of the supports, but I say that Alacrity rips apart the Lion, and they'll bring down Yopaj as well. Another high ground defense for Galaxy Racer. Barracks potentially either the range as well. Neon, they've been cracking on the high ground for quite a while, but have been successful.
Scotty is decent because like TA can't really deal with you anymore. Gives you a lot of survivability. It's just, do you need more survivability? Because this Mjolnir pickup I would have loved actually. Like Mjolnir plus Puck Coil plus Radiance, you're gone.
Catch out AA, Snowball. Rating actually eats the arrow, but beautifully played from Yokam. Now they'll drop the first Ravage. Mizu still has a refresher. It hasn't clipped many heroes, but it's enough to bring down the Senki. Now CTM's got to be careful because he's away from the rest of the team. They'll control him with the coil. They'll deal with the illusions next. And CTM, he's going to get brought down here potentially. Mizu, Ravage, he just gets the clip after the doppelganger. A perfect timing from Mizu. What a secondary use, but they're still going to jump in. The Aeon Disc just coming into play. A fresh pickup from Alacrity, and now they baited out Neon to stick in the area as Yopaj, he's still in trouble. He doesn't have a buyback available. He'll pop the BKB and look to turn with the double damage rune, but the damage is getting completely mitigated as the rest of Dire collapse and bring him down.
Yeah, and this honestly might just be game. So Brave King finishes overwhelming blink. Is there more coming on the courier? No. Okay.
Oh, they're under vision.
Thanks.
Be careful.
Nice he didn't hit him. I think if he hits him, he's dead.
Now they've shown. CTM.
Okay, In Your Dream. Why are you so scared, huh? I'm gonna have to message you on Steam after this game.
Why are you hating?
I'm like, what was that about? You could have clapped him in the forehead.
CTM is going to clap the PL right now in the river. Who have they caught? It's the Ancient Apparition, who does have a buyback.
It's a good start.
CTM still building up the illusions. They got to be careful if they prioritize the Phantom Lancer. In Your Dream's going to blink him forward. This time, he won't play too passively. It's the crit. Rips apart the Sand King, who does not have a buyback to rejoin them. But the Wraith King still has to be careful here as the life is getting drained right in front of his eyes. As Mizu's going to counter up. But a quick BKB from Yopaj means that the Ravage is not going to control him. And now Radiant are finally dealing out the damage. They've caught up the Phantom Lancer. They've got to be careful, but the buybacks are coming into play. It's In Your Dream. Glimmer Cape trying to get back to safety. Now the double Ravage from Mizu eclipse all of them. But the fall for the backline of Alacrity. He's got the fall damage on the park, and our CTM is too far away from the Templar Assassin. CTM's going to try and play around with the illusion bait, but he will not be successful. A doppelganger down, but they're able to hunt him and bring him down. As PL's got no buyback.
Yeah, and Roche is up in 1 minute, so... Wait, is he going in?
They must have had a gem. They must have had a gem to see him in Mallard Yopaj. Yeah, Tide had it. Oh no.
They both have no buybacks now. It's going to be a very fast push. And they're probably just going to go for Megas, play it safe, go for Roshan after. Yeah, Tia actually has a buyback now. But without PL, probably can't fight it. They're running straight to the pit. They're smoking out, but they're too late. And that's a timeless Relic Titan there, by the way. His Ravage is going to stun you for 10 hours.
But Alacrity's got Aeon Disc, so this is just space. Freeze up Roshan. Is he going to coil them? No, looks like they just want to get the Roshan and just reset here from Galaxy Racer.
Yeah. So what do we have now? Double Ravage with Arcane Blink.
I say reset. Yopaj? Well, they'll see him under the trap. Lucky he had Refraction there. He's still going to be careful. That overwhelming slow is for so long. Henry is going to try and charge up the Epi. He'll find the connection, but so will they with the Ravage. The Sand King will get melted down, and now with the coil on the backline as well, as Alacrity controlling up the line, the snowball further inside the base, as Galaxy Racer want to put him in the grave, but they're going to be careful if they line up for a double Earth Spike. Let's see, with the first life of the Wraith King, he's still got a secondary life thanks to the Aegis, so now he's going to blink on forward. They've got a big numbers advantage, knowing that Neon are lacking the buybacks here. CTM, Yopaj, along with Shanks now, have to stall this one out. Feel like they are in a position where... How many fights do you feel like Neon have to win to get back into this game?
Like 3.
Well, if Yopaj falls, they might not be able to get even one fight. So they get the break, and yeah, that is... that's a really cool ward placement. I mean, it's still been up for a while, but when you're in this position...
When it rains, it pours, or whatever the saying is.
I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Jump up straight away.
I'm a native English speaker. I know all the sayings.
Oh, I'm native and I don't know them. So what are you trying to say? You roasting me?
No.
Roast? Are you sure, Black? I don't know.
I would never roast anyone.
Oh, In Your Dream might get brought down here. But
yeah, he's getting roasted.
So
but he's just ages.
Oh, he's got their own Radiance burn to roast down Neon. But jump in, Ravage, Coil, Ice Blast as well. Everything dropped on the heads of Neon. They've got a buyback on the Phantom Lancer, but they've even got a second round of the Ravage if need be, and that's all she wrote.
That's the GG, Ares, and that's why I'm a TI level analyst. I called it out from the beginning. Insane. Wow.
You said it was a bit greedy of a draft here from Neon. We saw it, I guess. It didn't feel like it was greedy at one stage, or...
Meepo. So it is the carry lash track that we spoke about at the beginning. I mean, Meepo is good. It's good. They have no answers to it. Not right away, at least. Like, they need items.
And we'll see how they're able to itemize to help out in this game. Top, though, with a double stun for the Leshrac and the Lion. They're putting a lot of pressure onto Enryu's Dragonite. If he can bring around the Rosie, but... I mean, that's all he can really hope for now. Shanks, level 1 Mirana's not really going to do too much for the lane, so In Your Dream picks up first blood, and this is another rough start for Enryu.
Oh, the Meepo clone is actually stealing the bounty rune. Okay. A little bit of a, everybody hates Meepo.
Just make
sure his reputation is upheld.
Still on top In Your Dream, okay. That's a big kill. Shanks will find it. And Ryu, it's an influx of experience as well. It is definitely a bit worrisome that you're looking across the board to see the heroes that Neon have, and they're all heroes that can come online very early and take objectives. As we might see them get a freebie here. Now Genuel's in trouble though. He splits away to the backup of his team, but he will still fall from the last poof on Alacrity. They're even going to TP in Yokam just in case this gets a little bit too out of hand. Yeah, he's got to be careful here, Yopaj. I mean, he's got a lot of points in the Flame Guard, so it's eating a majority of the damage. But Alacrity finds a double, and you don't want to give this Meepo a good start because he can get out of control in a game like this.
But this is favoring Galaxy again. Like, they're using a lot of resources and time. Not getting a whole lot out of it just yet.
See if they can still... I mean, Alacrity level 7, that damage max out poof. You've got to keep it in mind. Now with the control, the setup, Sunray, early level pickup here, it's only one, but the burn along with the pure damage from Mizu will bring down Yopaj's Ember. Polo even keeps his life, so Galaxy Racer, this tier 1 defense is going incredibly well for them. Get a kill, get a tower, and now all of a sudden, Mizu level 7, you know, is able to have max out reactive armor. He can just put his body on the front line. He might be in a bit of a tricky scenario as Mizu. Yep, he will fall. Neon, they got the damage in the tank to bring him down, and now kind of that guardian for the tier 1 mid.
Meepo 11 online now. That's a triple Meepo up. And his timing is going to be that Blink Dagger that is queued up next. Like, whoever he jumps on, he is going to melt.
Yeah, there's no way they're able to survive through all this burst potential that they've got. Oh, Yokam, great stun. Is the damage going to be there with the Hex Fall? They've also got the Split Earth and the damage. Yes, it is. Yokam will drop the finger, tickles down the Ember, and well, that is a big kill to find, as now they can even chase forth more. Genuel still only level 5, 13 minutes into the game. They can just rely on this Lightning Storm. They're even going to drop the Supernova. And they're like, let's just commit the egg, make sure we get the Enchantress kill. Why not?
The map is super pushed in. Like, all the lanes are just pushing into them right now. Except the bot lane, but they're smoking up straight away. Blink Dagger on Dragon Knight.
Who can they find? Mizu just has to watch his support end up getting bursted down here. That is the reveal of the blink here from Enryu. This is something that we tried to see them prioritize last game with the Sand King. Mizu, he's got the hood. Great timing of the Dragon Tail. Arrow's about to come up shortly. See if they can find the connection. Oh, he doesn't make it on the high ground. Now CTM's going to get involved as well, but the Chains sets up for the Arrow. And that is a big kill to find. They're going to be careful because Radiant, they're smoked up themselves. CTM, Maelstrom completed. And In Your Dream is just going to run into the brunt force of Neon's lineup here. And he's got no backup. So again, another freebie going the way of the Radiant lineup.
I don't think he expected this sort of rotation at all.
So will all of Dire. They have very much prioritized their spell damage. I mean, Timber, Lesh, there is very minimal damage that will fly out from the right clicks as Yokam, he's got the backup of Alacrity, and so I'll just blink on forward. Do they want to drop the finger? They do. So Yokam will try and charge up the stacks, but that are all the Meepos showing down bot. So you see Radiant, they're looking to progress up a little bit further on the map, playing around their high ground vision at the moment. But Enryu, he's got the pickings. Who does he want to jump though? That's the question. As you know, Polo and In Your Dream showing. Jump on the high ground, but the arrow follow-up damage. Shanks, is it enough though with the stun lockdown? It is. Might catch him out though. Top lane, Prophet, CTM. Should be fine with the Moonlight Shadow, although they've still got another poof. And now meanwhile, Enryu, he's going to get brought down. Timber chain forward. Now with the Leshrac chained up, he's still going to fall as well. So a lot of time wasted as, I mean, Meepo was trying to commit for CTM. I mean, the poof just wasn't enough damage, unfortunately, for Alacrity. They're still hunting though. Zero spikes there. Mizu will find a double. They're not done. Alacrity push on up forward here, still gotta be careful. The roots there controlling up the Ember and Alacrity, but it's gonna cost him his life to bring down the Ember Spirit. But where's the rebuttal from Galaxy Racer as Yokam, Mizu, along with Polo Sun, stalking their prey, but unfortunately they're a little bit too late to find the connection on the Nature's Prophet. They will catch out the Enchantress, however. They've got too much AoE damage from the Shadow Element to do anything for the Enchantress here. Genuel will fall.
Yeah, you can just see the Meepo damage output, but you can also see how fast he dies.
Alacrity? They're gonna TP CTM in. Surprise as Enryu reveals out of the invis. Now with the burst, they're gonna be able to bring him down. Dire just a little bit too late, and that is a big pick-off, continuing to slow down this timing of Alacrity's Meepo. They're stalking their prey. And Ryu smoked up. Who can they catch though? Jump in forward. Polo can just drop the supernova with the Sun Ray. They might not have the damage at the moment. The Spirit Vessel's out, but CTM are TPing the backline. He'll pop the BKB. Tries to turn and deal with the egg, but they don't have the right clicks at the moment. Now after they've dealt with the supports, they can bring it down with the hope of Yopaj. 3 down, and the hopes of Galaxy Racer for this fight now resulting on potentially the Timber. This is able to chain back to safety behind the Tier 2 tower, but it's not far enough as Neon is still stalking. Another jump in and a full 5-man wipe as Neon really turning the tides here in this game. Galaxy Racer just aren't seeming to play well around his big timings. They're going to try smoke up. Let's see who they can catch. Yopaj. BKB is getting delivered. He's a bit too late on it, and they get the vision. The instant hex. And that could be into Roshan. This could definitely swing it potentially into a favor of Galaxy Racer. They need to get Roshan though.
Wow, it's Prophet has Mjolnir BKB though. Like, if they get any sort of... Oh, Meepo's half health already. He might be tipping into the Roche pit.
Wrath the Nature,
Where's the
they
Prophet?
the vision. No, is
CTM, what's up, man?
they caught out here. Genuel. They found the Enchantress, just an easy freebie to bring down, so they do not try and steal the Aegis. Yeah, I hear that if you are able to use that momentum to the early game and mid game, you can just get to a stage where you're unkillable and just dishing out a stupid amount of damage that the enemy team until BKBs can't really deal with. But on Neon, they're going to try it. Speaking about the Timber, he's jumped on, and with the Spirit Vessel, Alacrity's going to jump the backline and the supports, but Mizu still, he's not falling just yet. Pipe, along with the Sun Ray, Mizu is back to a relatively decent amount of health to play with the team fight. They can't kill the Supernova as well, as the egg's going to pop, stunning up the Enchantress, but the targeting Alacrity here. Meepo still has to be cautious, but he's got the extra life. And Yokem with the blink in, he'll sacrifice his life, but it's so worth it with a double stun. As they find the DK Mirana, Enchantress will buy back, and they still haven't even used the Aegis yet.
Yeah, the only scary part for the Meepo is if he fully commits and doesn't kill his target, like, he is not very survivable. Because of course, no BKB on him.
This is going to be tricky.
Oh, he didn't hex first.
And
he threw out the net
Alacrity's going to be careful, actually. He's already committed the blink. Remember, he doesn't have the Aegis. They're just ripping apart the Meepo. Polo tries to dive on forward to protect him. They might have to just ditch the Phoenix here, as they will. Actually, Yokem blinks in. BKB in your dream. He's going to run in the middle of the fight. They're trying to burst on CTM. The BKB's already expired here. CTM is taking the full brunt to the force, but in your dream's going to be careful of himself now. Greaves up, a little bit extra health. He's able to dodge the arrow. They're going to buy back on the Meepo. CTM's going to buy back as well, but Mizu will rip him apart in the tree line. You've got to be careful, as that Timber with the Whirling Death can do so much damage, but they're down the numbers advantage. Meepo, he didn't want to pull the trigger on the buyback, and it might cost him this fight, as they'll get at least a DK before he goes to the grave, but that's a full 5-man wipe. If you kill him again, you can siege very fast. They
yeah, he looked very flustered on Meepo. It was a botched initiation. Can I get anything here? Nature's Prophet, very smart pickup. A on disc. So he can't be getting bursted by hexes anymore. Will always get off his BKB. And they're setting up for a top fight. Or they caught Meepo again.
Be careful, jump in, Polo. Let's see if the Sunray is going to be enough to be able to keep the life. They even dropped the Supernova on the backline. CTM stunned up with the Disc and the BKB now, but the rest of Galaxy Racer to have to turn. The egg finds a connection on all 5, and up with the buyback. This could be the fight for Galaxy Racer, a heavy commitment. CTM, he pulled back previously. He's down for 120 seconds now, as In Your Dream will deal with Enryu. They've also got another catch. The Root, they need to lock him down perfectly, and Alacrity should be able to do so. Shiva's Remnant, Yopaj is trying to get back out. Alacrity blink up in a couple seconds. Root as well. Can he find it? He cannot. Whew, that's close. But Yopaj back to base. It's a costly fight though.
That's a good question. Last shot is always very strong, of course. So it's probably him. How's Meepo looking? He's going for another Skadi. Okay.
Stats on stats, baby.
Yeah. What neutral items did I get?
Meepo's holding the Van Brace at the moment. Wait, CTM mid's gotta be careful. Still got A on and BKB. They're trying to force it out. They even popped the finger of death, but CTM is able to disengage, able to jump in.
Alacrity.
He's targeting down the Phoenix at the moment, but Alacrity, he's falling really low. He's able to move back to safety. Now with the Supernova, controlling up Radiant so they can't push on forward to deal with Alacrity, but the Maelstrom, Yopaj, hunts him down. The recognition that the Meepo is the priority here from Neon, but they're still going to look to buy back, continue on with the fight. As Mizu in your dream, all this spell damage once the BKBs are expiring, but they haven't controlled up Yopaj. A mass amount of buybacks coming into the fray, but now they're controlling up CTM. A flicker, it's not enough. As they're laying the grounds of the split Earth, so Enryu can't retreat back to safety with the buyback. Yokam, it drops another round of the finger of death. Put down the DK, what more can they catch? As in your dream, just shy of the split Earth.
Alright. Meepo does have a buyback now, but so does the Nature's Prophet.
Embers, Hexstop. Damage a bit lacking, and as soon as they see the buyback on CTM, you just gotta get away. As Polo eats the arrow, but Yopaj is not gonna give them an opportunity to be able to do so. With his Aghanims completed, he's just causing so much chaos in these fights. And your Remnants left, right, and center. But a nice chain into the TPR allows Mizu to get back to safety, but they have to get to dealing with their lanes.
It's probably pretty even. I think I gotta stick with Gaben here.
Radiant? They've got to get in the pit. This is falling very fast. You take a look at the potential area control with the split Earth. Roche is about to fall. It's the third one of the game as well. Yopaj jumps in. What can he steal? And Ryu's going to try and follow up as well. See how all these remnants are going to come into play, but now with all the AoE, split Earth's getting dropped along with the Supernova. Yopaj is such a menace! These remnants back and forth, jumping around. Galaxy Racer just can't control him. He'll try and TP out and he makes it. They pop the Aegis, they get the Lion Kill, and it doesn't cost them any lives. You have to keep in mind that maybe Furon can really cause a lot of issues with these side lanes, just kind of sending out the treants, and it's going to force them to split up the map, which could definitely then give them an opportunity to take a team fight where they're down numbers on Galaxy Racer. Januel, bit away from the team. At least Radiant have the outpost control. As you see in your dreams, trying to capture it instantly just to prevent if a bigger fight breaks out here. So they have these buyback TP points. CTM? Gotta be careful, that Moonlight's gonna pop. Prove they jumped on the high ground. Enryu straight on top of the Phoenix. The Nullifier is there. Let's see if he can get the egg off. He can't. Now with the buyback available, it's gonna TP to the outpost, but Yopaj again going to work with the remnants. Mizu's gonna be careful. Spirit Vessel up. He's falling incredibly low as CTM is able to rail him down with the right clicks as Mizu will fall. Now it's all up to Alacrity though. A BKB pop. Can they protect the Supernova? I don't think they're gonna be able to. CTM, his attack speed is through the roof. They'll deal with the egg. More refreshes and Yopaj's remnants again. The Ember, too much for them to deal with. Another remnant up to the northern side as they're targeting through CTM. All the pure damage once the BKBs are expiring. They're able to bring them down. They'll buy back on CTM. They'll buy back on Yopaj as well. But it's a costly fight as Galaxy Racer gets some big kills. This is big though if Dire can get it. You know, they've got all their cores available to take down Roshan, but Radiant can scout this out. These past couple of fights have all been Yopaj, but he's only got 3 remnants to play with. Maybe a cheeky steal with a BKB. Is CTM gonna work on the outskirts of the Roche pit? They got the Hex. The Age is gonna get picked up from Alacrity, but still the Meepo falling really low with the magical damage as Yopaj remnant into the BKB, but he doesn't time it perfectly. It doesn't matter as Yopaj just gets away in the nick of time. And yeah, I mean, unless he's eaten it previously and I didn't see.
Yeah, looks like it. Looks like it is him.
Oh, in your dreams. Hex up Januel, but Enryu, once again, his own rebuttal to the team fight. They're going to jump in. Yopaj needs to deal with the Lion, and he's able to do so to start the fight. But it is the BKB wasted here from the Ember. It's been so impactful in these team fights. They're going to leap him forward, but this time, Galaxy Racer, can they protect the egg? They cannot, and will get brought down. So Tihura is down. Neon, they've got the numbers advantage. You've got to keep in mind, a lot of buybacks have been forced out these previous fights. So Fresh is going to come into play now. It's Alacrity manning up on the higher ground here, but it's just getting burnt to a crisp as Yopaj's Ember, again, they're unable to deal with him. As soon as they get rid of the control on the Lion, Yopaj, he can jump back left, right, and center. The second life from Alacrity, jump in, straight on top of the Enchantress, bye-bye. No buyback available, a 3-on-3. All the cores from either side, taking head-to-head on the high gun of Raiding. Straight on top of the Dragonite, but the Dragonite, he doesn't have a buyback. He doesn't have BKB as well to protect him through that first life. Ember and CTM have to do it all themselves. They're just going to try and rat. CTM TPing down to the bottom side. He's going to be careful though. Can he TP out? He can. So he's forced back multiple heroes. And now Mizu and Alacrity, they've got to be cautious. They've just got to end it. I mean, Mizu, he needs the Aghanim shot. You need that flamethrower potentially. What can CTM do?
Meepo is a god at this.
Can push so incredibly fast. Yopaj again. Target locked straight on top of the line. But it's just trying to delay this. They've got another creep wave coming through, so they're not going to have to worry about the backdoor protection. They're just putting their bodies on the line to try and force them to hit the heroes instead of the objectives. But Galaxy Racer, it's all about the objectives. It's all about the throne. But can they do it? Supernova, Sunray, they're trying to heal up Alacrity. He's turning. They're going to be able to bring him down. Alacrity will fall. No buyback, but the split earth. Diabolic Deity. The chain lockdown is in half. What a game. What a game. What a series. What a performance as Galaxy Racer will take it 2-0, 58 minutes in.
Yeah, I did not expect them to take that game after missing their Meepo timing multiple times.